Hey there, fellow humans. Let's talk about something we've all experienced, unsolicited advice. You know, those moments when someone throws their 2 cents in, even though you didn't ask for it. It's like finding a penny on the sidewalk. Sometimes it's a nice surprise, but most times it's just kinda there.
Unsolicited advice is basically advice that's given without being asked for. It can be about anything. Your job, your relationships, your fashion choices. You name it, someone's probably got an opinion on it. The thing is, unsolicited advice can be tricky. Sometimes it comes from a good place, but other times it feels intrusive and unwelcome. So how do we deal with it? Well, before we jump into that, let's try to understand why people offer unsolicited advice in the first place.
Now, I'm not a mind reader, though that would be awesome. But I have a few theories about why people love to give unsolicited advice. Sometimes people genuinely want to help. They see you struggling and think, hey, I've been there, let me share my wisdom. It's like they're trying to pass on a secret family recipe, except the recipe is for life and it might not even be that tasty.
Other times, it's about asserting their own experiences. They might think, I know better because I've lived longer, or my way is the right way. It's like they're trying to win a game of who's had it tougher, and you didn't even sign up to play. And then there are those who just love the sound of their own voice. They have an opinion on everything and everyone, and they're not afraid to share it. It's like they're a walking, talking advice dispenser that never runs out of coins. Whatever the reason, unsolicited advice can be frustrating to say the least.
Okay, let's be real. Unsolicited advice can be super annoying. It can feel like someone's questioning your judgment or telling you you're not good enough. It's like getting a C on a test you didn't even know you were taking.
Unsolicited advice can also make you doubt yourself. You might start second-guessing your decisions and wondering if you're messing everything up. It's like someone's constantly whispering doubts in your ear, making it hard to hear your own thoughts. And sometimes unsolicited advice can even damage relationships. Imagine constantly getting advice from a friend or family member. It's like they're always playing the role of the expert, and you're stuck as the student who can never graduate. Not cool, right? So, how do we deal with this unsolicited advice monster? Fear not, my friend, because I've got some tips for you. Section 4. Handling unsolicited advice like a pro. So, you're faced with a well-meaning but oh-so-annoying advice giver. What do?
First, take a deep breath. Remember, you don't have to react immediately. Take a moment to collect your thoughts and figure out how you want to respond. If you're feeling up to it, you can try a polite but firm approach. Something like, thanks for your concern, but I've got this. Or, I appreciate your perspective, but I'm going to make my own decision on this one.
If the advice is persistent, you can set some boundaries. Let the person know that you value their opinion, but you need them to respect your choices. And sometimes the best response is no response at all. Just smile politely and nod, and then change the subject. Remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your decisions. Section 5. Staying calm and moving forward. Dealing with unsolicited advice can be tricky, but remember, you got this.
Stay calm, be confident in your decisions, and don't be afraid to set boundaries. It's like dealing with a telemarketer. You don't have to listen to their whole spiel. You can politely excuse yourself from the conversation and hang up. The same goes for unsolicited advice. You don't have to engage in a debate or defend your choices. Just politely disengage and move on.
Section 6. Finding the positive. Okay, I know dealing with unsolicited advice can be a drag, but try to find the humor in it. Sometimes people just want to feel helpful, even if their advice isn't exactly helpful.
And hey, maybe, just maybe, you'll get a piece of unsolicited advice that actually resonates with you. It's like finding a rare Pokemon card. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's pretty awesome. So the next time someone throws some unsolicited advice your way, take a deep breath, remember these tips, and handle it like the pro you are.